End of my YouTube career, and I still don't know. Let's have a look here. Who's texting me? What's happening, chat? In fact, let me move this over here just so I can get a better. All right, before we get started, word of warning. I am streaming this on by Starlink, like I always do, right? Which means sometimes the connection will drop for like a millisecond and then come back on. All right, so just be aware of that. It happens every now and again with Starlink. It's one of the known issues of Starlink. So just be aware of that, guys, okay? It'll just randomly drop for like literally a millisecond, and then it'll pop back on. How's chat? A lot of people here. I wonder why. Just a regular stream, right? Cracking on with reactions tomorrow. Anywho. Can I have that cupcake, please? Thank you. Steph's getting me a cupcake. I'm celebrating the end of an era, guys. Alright, I want your theories in the chat. What do you think this is all about? And we'll call people out if they get it right or wrong. What do you think this is? It's not clickbait. The channel is not being deleted. Let's say that. Right? Alright. My cupcake's getting me a cupcake. Gendit Commando! What's happening, my dude? Yeah, you're right. You're right. We're getting a whole different rebrand. It's not a new channel. I've already got a shit ton of them new channels. We're getting a rebrand. And I'm going to go over what it is. No more reactions. And some other stuff. Once I get my cupcake. Just waiting on Steph, guys. 231 people waiting on Steph. No big deal. I miss you, Gendit. How are you? How you doing? How you doing, mate? I think you will be able to kind of understand, or what's the word I'm looking for when someone relate. You can relate to a lot of the stuff I'm gonna. No, I'm not making an OnlyFans, but you can relate to a lot of stuff that I'm probably gonna say on this chat. New channel name Cheeky Snipes confirmed. No new channels. How many channels I've got? I've got OriginalHuman Gaming, which me and the boys don't upload anymore. I've got the Sword and Scabbard, which is the new channel, which I really enjoy, and we've got OriginalAdventures. So I already got quite a few channels there. There's definitely not I'm definitely not making an OnlyFans. Although if you want that. Cupcake on an invisible plate. Oh, you got me milk as well. Thank you. Didn't expect that. A nice little treat. Ooh. Should we do ASMR cupcake right now? Actually, before we get started, I want to do a quick callback to. I know what you're gonna say. Reacting, regards, reacts, dudes. Yeah, you're gonna. I'll talk about it in a second. I just want to go back to my last stream. How long ago was the pickle stream? About a month ago? Couple weeks? No, I think it was about a month. Holy Juniper, stop slamming on stuff. Anyway, I did a stream a couple weeks back, or a month back, or whatever. And it was to raise money for a wood stove for the boss. We have ordered it. He'll be here on Friday, so in 2 days. So I just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone who donated during that stream, even though I hated eating pickles. Thank you to everyone who did that. We literally now have a wood stove on the way, and it's going to be put in the bus in the next few weeks. So yeah, just thank you guys who donated for that. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, there's like 500 people there, but I probably should explain what's going on. Okay. So, in fact, what I'm going to do, let me... Do you know what I've been listening to while I get this up? I found a new thing online that I love. What was it called? What was that type of music called again? I'll get it up in a second. It was really good. Whatever it was really good. Anyway, all right, we got the chat up. Hey, Max in the chat. Luke, why is there so many people asking for an OnlyFans? You came in at the wrong time, Mark. There's definitely not going to be an OnlyFans, Mark. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Only you get to see that ass. What's it called? The music that I just discovered. Badcore. Has anyone seen this Badcore before? It's a bunch of channels that take popular music and make it into like medieval music. So like Blinding Lights right here, The Weeknd, Badcore. It's like medieval style. I was listening to it for a good hour. It's fantastic. Anyway, I digress. What's everyone saying? Are you going to play Modern Warfare 2019? Well, I'm going to talk about the channel right now. I'm just letting people get in, get the theories in the chat. Why a cupcake off an invisible plate because it's green? No, I'm not doing a cosplay channel. Perfect for the sword and scabbard. Yeah, it is. Creed Braton. Is it Braton? With the £1.79 hot tub stream. Definitely not a hot tub stream. Alright, let me get my channel up on YouTube real quick. Let me see here. Okay. Let me pull reacts. So, as you can see, I don't get anywhere near as many views as I used to. There's many different reasons for this. There's actually, I feel like, actually, so as of January, it dropped dramatically. And, you know, conspiracy theorists might be like, oh, it's a shadow ban or whatever, and it could be, who knows. But what I think has happened is there's been an amalgamation of different things that have happened in the world that have basically made my views dip a bit on reaction videos and gameplay videos. Basically, my videos across the board, right? It could be a mix of COVID starting to hit its course and kind of slow down a bit. It could be just the idea of military react videos, which became incredibly popular. Might have run its course a bit, you know. That genre, and Jen will definitely testify to this, is definitely getting, like, overloaded. The whole, like, what's the word? It's not just military reacts, but expert reacts is dropping off the map, as Jendit is saying there. Yeah, I like what Jendit's doing, by the way, with your whole kind of more current affairs. I dipped into that a little bit with the Ukraine-Russia thing. I like that idea, that Jendit. I think you're going in a good direction there. But I want to address that, you know, there's been a bit of a fall off on views and stuff like that. And I was getting to the point where it just, like, making these videos are just not making me happy anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not making me happy. Like, I'll sit down, I'll try and find a video, and it'll be kind of brain numbing. And although when I'm actually doing it, it's kind of fun, it is a bit brain numbing. Right? I'm sure people can testify to that. Jendit says, trying to push current affairs more, mate. Something different. 100%. You type in veteran or marine or military reacts on YouTube. Oh my god. Like, it's just washed full of an ungodly amount of veterans doing this now. And I'm very lucky that I kind of hit that pinnacle. I think there was one or two people who did it before me, like one or two videos. I'm not talking channels. One or two channels that did it before me, and I hit the sweet spot, and it took me channel off, right? And Jendit, you were right there with me pretty much, and we kind of went up there. It got really popular during its peak of the pandemic, and then it kind of came down a bit, and now we're really starting to kind of slow down and stuff, all right? So the idea is, I'm doing a whole rebrand on the channel. I'm doing a whole rebrand, and I want to move into something that I genuinely enjoy, that I truly enjoy, and something that I do every day already that isn't like what I'm doing with the channel. Excuse me. Jendit says, mate, you are one of the OGs. Thank you, Jendit. I love you, man. I hope you're good. Let me take another bite of cupcake because this is really good. Oh, it's the wrong one. Here. I'm just finished doing. Okay, so we're doing a whole rebrand, okay? Jake Holleran! Wait, that's not... Is that my Jake? Is that my Jake? Is that my boo? Is that my Jake? I don't know if it is, because he said IHOP, and I don't know if Jake knows about IHOP. You and Luke are the OGs, gender... Floating cupcake. So I'm doing a whole rebrand. Gizabit. Oh, it's definitely Jake. He said Gizabit. It's definitely Jake. So I'm doing a rebrand. The one thing that I enjoy all the time, more than anything, is stories. Right? I really enjoy reading. And for the most part, that's fantasy. But there are other genres that I enjoy that I don't dive into as much as I want to. And that is the horror genre or the military horror genre. Okay? So what I'm trying to... What this rebrand's going to be, it's going to start off with content, and then obviously I'll go ahead eventually and I'll change the banner and I'll change the logo. I think I'm going to keep the name Original Human. I haven't 100% decided on that. I think I am. But I'm going to scale back the amount of videos and upscale the amount of quality instead. So I'm going to do a lot more editing, maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. Okay? And instead of it being reactions and all that lot, it's going to be stories. It's going to be horror stories, military horror stories, spooky stories, stuff that I might be able to relate to a little bit if there's a little bit of military involved there. Like I've got a fantastic video that I'm planning right now for my first story one about a horror story in Vietnam, or a really creepy story in Vietnam, that I'm basically going to be narrating this story and giving you my thoughts and opinions on the story. And there's a lot of influence that I've had from this that I genuinely feel genuinely feel like close to. There's a lot of SCP channels out there that I really appreciate and enjoy, that really take the time to tell a good story. And then you've got the people at the very top, like Mr. Ballin and stuff like that, that have definitely influenced, but he does more spooky missing person and stuff like that. I'm doing more military spooky. All right, and it's going to be storytelling. I've got a good mic for it, luckily. I'm very blessed to have a very good mic. And that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. And I'm really excited because it's something that I'm genuinely passionate about already. And I feel like it's a good evolution of the channel, where I've had enough reaction videos to SCP, Warhammer, horror, so that there's a bit of an overlap there for the horror. But there's also going to be some military aspect to it, so that I can give you the story, and at the end of the story basically say, hey, maybe if I was if I was this place, like, I would have done this something different. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if I was in Vietnam, if I was in this regiment, I would have done something different, or I would have done this, or rather than that. Okay? So that's what it's going to be. I wanna see what people's thoughts are in the chat. Are you not worried about horror storytelling boom after Mr. Ballin just being another YouTube phase? So you're basically talking like reaction. I get what you're saying here, but what I'm saying with diving more into storytelling as a whole, I think there's more room to grow on the other end of that than there is what I'm doing right now with just military reactions, right? So, like, if I did really well with storytelling, people really enjoyed it, they enjoy my format, my voice, and all that good stuff, then eventually maybe I'll start telling a few mythology stories. Maybe I'll start reviewing horror books. There's more room to grow there. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe I can write my own story, military horror story, which I've been thinking about for a long time. I've been thinking about... God, how long have I been thinking about writing a book for, Steph? Years. So there's a lot more to grow there. Did the stream drop for a second then? Let me have a bite of cupcake while I read some comments. Yeah. The whole direction you're wanting to take never surprised me. Every content creator goes through it. Right. This is the thing. If I stayed doing military reactions from here for another 2 years, God, I don't even know where. Like, I'd be getting like maybe 100 views per video, I think. I think the best YouTube channels are the ones that have worked a long time, are those who that evolve and change to suit the current climate. If you think this is the right move, it's probably because it's right. Exactly, yeah. Jendit hits the nail on the head there, right? Look at Jendit's channel. He's moved from military reactions and he's gone closer towards current affairs when it comes to military campaigns, right? Which is massive, and I think it's good, and I did that for a little bit. But again, you have to remember, I don't know why I'm looking at my watch, it's 2022. I left the Royal Marines 10 years ago. 10 years ago this year, I left the Royal Marines. And you got to remember, when you're leaving the Royal Marines, the stream didn't end. Guys, the stream didn't end. Just refresh. Just refresh. This happens. Let me pull up a chat here, and then let me do this so I can see what's going on. The stream didn't end. It's just... I'm on Starlink, guys, and it does that. It does that every now and again. You know? Yeah, I'm still live, guys. It's because of my Starlink, unfortunately. Is gaming still gonna be regular out? So gaming might be a little bit different. I think that depends, right? I think that really depends. I think with gaming, that's the one thing on this channel that I still genuinely love doing. But I don't think it has the longevity of what it used to, in my opinion. Like, no one wants to see, or a select few, but the majority of people don't want to see a full, 50-hour campaign of playing through an RPG, unfortunately. And you can see that in the views, although you have got the hardcore audience that want that. You can see in the views that it's not the case. Wish you lived in the UK. I wish so as well, my dude. I wish so as well. SAM with a 55 SEK. I don't know how much that is. I apologize. I don't know what currency that is. I think trying out something new is a great idea, and I actually really believe that the horror military... I also don't think that I don't think that YouTube likes reaction channels at all. I don't think they mind it, but I definitely feel like it's on the precipice right now. Oh my god, my stream keeps cutting off. Hopefully we're still back. We're back. Yeah, people just need to refresh it. People just need to refresh it. Yeah, so for gaming, do campaigns that aren't ridiculously long. I agree, and that's why it worked out really well for the Call of Duty stuff. Because it'd be like 5 episodes, and then it'd be done. Do you get what I mean? And that's like the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. If I'm honest, I would love to start deleting some of my reactions from ages ago. I agree to some extent. I feel like if I did well with the storytelling in a few years' time, eventually I wouldn't need them reaction videos anymore on the channel. Because I feel like they do hinder the channel a bit, you know? I feel like they really do hinder the channel a little bit. Excuse me. Just looking at the chat, and the majority want SCP videos, and honestly, I miss them too. I don't know why you stopped reacting to them. Could you give us a reason? Well, I'll just give a whole spiel about it. You'll have to rewind the stream to see it. But if you like SCP videos, I feel like you're going to like the direction I'm going with the military horror storytelling. I think you are. I think you are. I'm not going to do one last reaction videos. The last reaction video is the last reaction video. Done. Done. Gone. Go on to that last video in the comments of it and put RIP. Last reaction. Warzone boring. Is COD Zombie still going to be a thing? This is a thing, right? There are games that fit with this storytelling, and I'm not sure how I'm going to implement them yet. I don't know whether I'll do that on a stream, right? Or I don't know whether I'm just going to do that on the channel. I'm probably going to do it on a stream, if I'm honest with you. Maybe I'll move it back to Twitch, or maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll go and put that over on the gaming channel. Gamer Quest becomes a recruit. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you like the idea. Been here since 4K. Guys. Don't go anywhere. There's going to be some great content. There is. The story that I've got planned out right now for my first military horror storytelling video, I think it's going to be a good one. And I hope you stick around and you keep an eye out for it. When I was like the time when you realize, okay, when was like the time when you realize, okay, the channel is going downhill, not a lot of views, I used to get it, I need a rebrand. I've been thinking about what to do since January. January was when the channel took a big dip. And I've been trying to figure out what I'm doing since then. So, storytelling is where I'm going. I mean, if you've seen the bus tour, you'll notice one of the pride and joys that I have in this bus is the amount of books I have. I love books. I love my TV shows, my really deep TV shows. I love my really elaborate movies, complex storytelling. I like these things to the point of I was originally going to school for English to write books. And it's the direction I feel like would be better for the channel. Tango 1, member for 28 months. 28 months, Steph, as a member. What a legend. I will support you, Luke, all the way to the... Jesus Christ. Alright. This guy. Put you in timeout. Get out of here, you turd. The channel isn't going downhill, it just needs a little injection of difference. You're on the right track, mate. Exactly, that's what I think is going to happen. I think there's a lot of people who... We all went on that wave, right? Reaction videos were great. When we were in lockdown, we were bored. We had a lot of insight from these expert reacts, and then we got flooded with them online. And now it's time to move on. And that is okay. And that is alright. Could do COD Zombie gameplay on streams, but do videos of the storyline. I could do. That's actually a great idea. One Jedi Boy, member for 13 months. Thank you so much. I remember your shelves full of books in the background. Exactly, before the bus. Remember how many books I had? Oh, they're all in storage. Hoping to get them back soon. Anyway, we've got 331 likes on this live stream right now. If you like the idea of horror, military, storytelling on this channel in all sorts of different formats, like this video, like this stream. There might not be a video out for a fair few days as I work on this video that I am planning. Again, I want to make sure that we do quality over quantity these days. That's what I'm aiming for. That's my big kind of ethos moving forward with these videos. Quality over quantity. An SCP storytelling is not out the question. Any type of horror military storytelling is not out the question. I would like to try and keep it more towards true stories. But SCP might not be out of the realm of possibility. We got a lot of likes. Jendit says, I might join you on the No More Reacts, actually. You have inspired me yet again. Ryan, I love you, man. I really do, Ryan. I'm a genuine friend. Do you know, it's funny, and it's hard to explain this, right? We've never met. We've probably... We speak quite a bit, I would say. But not a lot, right? We speak enough. We talk about YouTube, we help each other out. But the bond that Royal Marines have between each other, even when I had a bad experience in the Royal Marines and I got bullied and I didn't enjoy my time in the Royal Marines, because I earned that Green Beret, me, you, a bunch of other Royal Marines that we can talk about on YouTube these days, all because we started it off, right? I feel like we put our foot in the door for videos on YouTube that now is now a thing. Royal Marines on YouTube are now a thing, and that wasn't a thing before us. I think Royal Marines were scared to be in this type of career, and I think we proved that it is a capable thing to do. It is something that you can make a living off, and it is something that you shouldn't be shy of. And you know, that comes with having the bond of the Royal Marines. And in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. If you want strictly military reacts and all that good stuff, let's pull some good channels up that you can watch. If you are adamant, which I don't think you are, I think if you've been on this channel long enough, you know at this point how much like horror military has kind of influenced this channel overall. But if you want just strict, serious Royal Marine stuff of games and reacts, let's pull up some good channels, shall we? Let's pull up some good channels. Combat Arms channel. He's not a Royal Marine. He's a very good friend of both me and Ryan. Combat Arms channel is legit one of the best military channels out there. I love that guy. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this handsome chap here, Gendit Commando. One of my old videos. Let's have a look here. Where's Bootnet? Yeah, it's Bootnet Media. He's branching out. Bootnet Media. There's another fantastic YouTuber. If anyone wants to go and see him. Corey Herman with the $2. Love your stuff, man, from Louisiana. Well, I'm glad you're here, mate. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Jameson Travels, great videos, but he goes towards more of the hate side, which I don't really like all that much. But he's got a good channel. I don't like content that's made strictly on hate. Do you know what I mean? And you can probably guess what I'm talking about, right? Look at that SCP video. Let's have a look. I know one good one. What's the name of it? It's G-Lid, right? G-Lid Gaming. If you haven't already, go over to this channel. This is another Royal Marines commando. Is he former Royal Marines, Gender? Ryan? Is he former Royal Marines or is he still in the Corps? I actually don't know. If you want tactical military gaming, something that I could never really do on YouTube. Tried it a few times. Couldn't really get into it. Is what it is. Please, for the love of God, go over. Did the stream end again? Sorry, guys. Please go over and check out G-Lid Gaming. This guy does, oh, look, he's got his intro video. Should I watch it?
Gaming. This is your #1 tactical gaming channel on YouTube, guys. For vets, by vets, and anyone else interested in tactical gaming.
He's a veteran.
Join our Discord, come hang out with us, come vibe with us, and most importantly, come team up with us.
Did you just say come vibe with us?
Guys.
Vibing with this. I'm vibing with him. He said check Insta real quick.
3, 2, 1,
Go.
Bum bada bum bada bum. Let's turn it down a bit. So basically what he does is he uses his expertise in the Royal Marines, right? and implements them into real life gaming. Now, let me, and I don't know whether I'm being a little bit too much here, right? But I feel like this, which is tactical gaming, is probably an evolution of what happened at the start of my channel, where I did basically the first big channel that blew up was me reacting to the Clear House mission on Cold War. And I think the natural evolution of that is to actually have, you know, former Royal Marines like myself or G-Lead Gaming going through different games using tactics. I feel like that's a natural evolution that I wasn't capable of doing, but this guy absolutely nails, and I think that is absolutely spot on. Oh, okay. Okay. Just seen, gender. Just seen. Just be aware, I think that's the case. I think that's the case, and I think it's a natural evolution. If you want to see tactics, it's a great channel. Some people are saying that it's cringe in the chat, but that's not for me to decide. I don't really watch these type of videos. They're not my cup of tea, but I know that a lot of people do watch them. Joseph Nixon with the £5. Could you do a military horror story set in the 18th and 19th century? You're goddamn fucking right, I will. That sounds amazing. All right, 1 second. Let me just message Gender. Okay, so, yeah. Let me... So we've got a few channels, like I said. If you want serious military gaming, these are the channels to look for. No, you're good. I don't know why I'm talking now. I appreciate the messages, Gender. Ryan, I appreciate the messages. But there's some fantastic people doing the videos that I did for a long time on the Complete Command. Oh, mate, this guy. So Complete Commando sent me some clothing. Actually, he does fitness videos from Royal Marine, and this is the thing. There was I think there was one Royal Marine channel before us, Gender, and it was I forgot what he's called. The officer who did the Haynes manual for Royal Marines training. In fact, I think I was in that Haynes manual because I remember doing a shoot at the ration pack when he was an officer. He did, but his was very, like you would expect. I wonder if I can find it. I wonder if I can find his channel. And it was like the OG. Oh, I've got to get, let me get that channel because I want to talk about him as well in a minute. I wonder if I can find him. Oh, we've got another one here. JT. Oh, I think I remember him actually. Let's get him up for a second. Let's have a look. I can't even remember what he was called. Yeah, Complete Commando's fantastic, Gender. He is. He's a great guy. He really is nice. God, it would have to be in the archives of YouTube, far away, when I first started making videos. Let me see what I can do here. I need to find his channel. Chris Thrall as well. I completely forgot about Chris Thrall. What a legend. What a legend. I haven't watched his videos. There he is, Sean Lewell. He was an officer in the Royal Marines, and he basically started YouTube before. He was the one person that I saw making videos about the... He was the only person I saw making videos about the Royal Marines before I was. guy's an officer. He was an officer. He's moved on to incredible things like acting and writing books and all that good stuff. I'll be honest, I didn't know anyone else from the Corps doing it. Yeah, I mean, his video. If you look at his videos, a lot of it was already fitness stuff, and then he did like PRMC videos right here. And if you watch the videos, I'll put a snippet up, and you'll see what I'm saying, Gender. They're very royally, right?
I was still serving in the Marines. It was something I was asked to do.
This seems like it's something you would get from a lecture in the Royal Marines, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing. When I'm saying that he was the OG in my opinion before I did it, and watching him give fitness advice made me, if I go to my channel back in the day, should we sort by oldest? I was doing fitness videos, right? Oh my god, look how young and full of youth I am there, my little shitty top knot. Look at a good deadlift here. God, look at this bod, Steph, before I had kids. Unbelievable. I used to be so fit. Anyway, this was basically Sean's videos were what made me want to do this, and then I took a break, and then I ultimately came back and did the reaction videos, okay? Now we've got an influx of definitely an officer. Yeah, he's definitely an officer. And I'm sure if he saw this video, he'd be laughing his head off as well. But yeah, now it's paved... What we've done on YouTube is paved the way for some, in my opinion, top-notch Royal Marine videos, right? Royal Marine YouTubers, let's be honest. We've got our boy right here who... Complete Command. He sent me some merch, by the way, and I've worn him every now and again on videos. Genuinely a big fan of him. He doesn't upload... How often does he upload? Quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Basically, I filmed my training session then, and 3 years old.
Can't even hear him in that video. Degree on military.
One question I get asked a lot is...
It's a nice gym. It's a nice gym. Anyway, you get the point, right? You get... Why am I not subscribing? Come on, boys. He paved the way for some incredible fitness Royal Marines. Give that man a map and compass. Oh my days. Paved the way for some incredible YouTube. I mean, look at Jim Galvin. He was in training with me. He's a very, very good friend. Very close friend, Jim. I honestly love this guy to bits. He will always, always be a good friend of mine, no matter what. And he's an absolute animal. He's an absolute animal. I mean, look at his thumbnails. He's a thick boy. Do you know what I mean? Like, he is the ultimate Royal Marine
and it is
physique.
That time Endeavour calls... So from the
and his advice is fantastic, right?
Of an AMRAP,
boom,
absolutely hanging out your ass. How do you stay motivated to
Jim? I love you. I hope you're watching this, Jim.
Telling you that it's
too good looking for my channel. Get off my channel. You're too good looking. Anyway, we got Bootneck Media. All right, we got our boy over here. Which, by the way, I honestly feel like Bootnet Media is probably one of the most underrated channels. Bloody essences, Jimmy. Ryan, did you ever meet Jim? Did you ever meet Jim? He was in training with me, and I can't. Were you in the Corps when I was in the Corps? 2008, 2012. Can't remember. Anyway, if you haven't already, go and subscribe to all 3 of these. Complete Commando. You go to his channel. So you know. In fact, what I'm going to do. Let me put links in the chat. We've got Complete Commando. We've got our boy Jim. Duty Essence. Alright. And then we've got our boy Bootnet Media. Some good Royal Marines there. If you want strictly military content and you don't like for people who have just joined the channel, doing a rebrand. No, mate, I was in the honking troop. You and me both. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I forgot where I was going now. You completely put me off now. What was I saying? What was I saying? Shit. Oh yeah, for people who haven't been, if you've only just joined the stream, bit of an update on what the crack is, right? I'm doing a rebrand of the channel. I feel personally like I have done what I needed to do in the React space, right? And I'm moving on to something that I'm incredibly passionate about, which is storytelling, both horror and military storytelling. Primarily both together, horror military, scary military videos, but more storytelling, and I'm going to be concentrating on less videos, but better quality. Going back to Bloody Gecko, no, I think I'm going to keep the name Original Human. I think it'd be a no-brainer. But make sure if you do want to see more Roll Marine stuff, go and check out them channels. Obviously, go and check out Gendits as well. And make sure if you do want to see more Roll Marine stuff, go and check out them channels. Obviously, go and check out Gendits as well. I'm presuming anyone in the chat is already subscribed to Gendit anyway, because you're all good friends. The Bootneck Gamer wife. He's got a gamer. He got a wife. Why am I not in his featured channels? Leon, you little turd. Nah, Leon's absolutely fantastic. What a great guy. Genuinely great guy. Please go and subscribe to him, okay? Mate, to be honest, if you did stories live like this, I'd actually watch it. I don't think I want to do them live because I want to really put a lot of effort into the quality of it. You know what I mean? Do you know when you have a cupcake and there's still crumbs and you're like, God, I need to eat these crumbs because the cupcake was so good? This is why I don't have a bod like I did in them original videos when I was first starting YouTube. Because I just sit and eat cake and watch kids now. That sounds really weird. Watch my kids. You know what I mean? Will you be telling scary stories that actually happened or paranormal stuff? Are you saying that some paranormal stuff didn't actually happen? You have entered the Twilight Zone. No, I want to do stuff like people's stories, right? I think that's really important. And I want to eventually maybe there's more room to grow, right? So eventually, if I want to write my own stories, which I do want to eventually, there's room for me to grow there. But for the most part, it's going to be more military horror and horror. Okay, I'm not going to be doing these regular top 5 American weapons that are going to blow your mind. Number 1, this big fucking gun with a barrel that shoots around corners. It'll blow your head off in 10 seconds or less. I'm fed up with that. The A10 Warhawk goes from 0 to 60 in 0 - 1 seconds. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I want to tell my own stories. You know what I mean? So that's the crack. That's the crack. Will all gaming content move to the Geek channel then? I don't know what I'm doing with gaming yet. I am going to be concentrating on storytelling for a while. I think I'm more concerned about gaming when Modern Warfare 2 comes out and when the new Warhammer 40k game comes out. Okay? They're like my primary games that I want to play on the channel or want to play with people. You know, Gender, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying, don't you? The top 5 vehicles that could blow your mind. Number 1, this big fucking Audi. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm saying. So done with it. I'm so done. It'll literally blow my mind into smithereens if I watch any more of their videos. So yeah, I'm gonna go into storytelling. Luckily, I've got the hardware for storytelling. Not that I would use this for just during. Maybe I will. Paranormal. I could do that. Aztec with the $1. Message retracted. There you go. My ass got banned from Warzone anyways. Literally the worst player to ever get banned. How does that... You got banned, mate? Which reminds me, do you know, one thing I want to do before... Look at this good-looking guy. Before I end the stream, I wonder if I can... How can I... Original Human Warzone. I want to watch some of these videos with you because they genuinely made me happy. These videos genuinely make me happy. They do. These montages from back when the channel was at its prime. I actually shot my house. Oh, I've got a runny nose. That happens when I laugh so much. I've noticed that recently. When I laugh too much, I get a runny nose. You know what I mean? Would I get copyright claimed if it's my own video? You wouldn't surprise me, YouTube. Wouldn't surprise me, YouTube. Anyway, while this plays...
I love that you can hear that kill friggin' thing.
I have a negative kill to death ratio. Derek Akara. Do you remember Derek Akara? Mom. Okay, let me pause this. Oh my god, you brought back some memories. So, obviously I'm doing horror, military horror. My mum is in the chat. Everybody say hi to Julie. That's my mother. My mum will know how far back my passion for horror, the paranormal and horror and all things spooky goes back. Mum, tell me how old was I when I first got interested in this stuff? Because I need to let people know that I'm trying to move from something that is military, that I left the Royal Marines 10 years ago. My passion for the military has decreased dramatically. My reasoning for joining the Royal Marines now has been skewed by reality of being older, right? So I don't have as much love for the military as I used to, but what I do have a love for, and I always have had a love for, is the horror genre and military horror and the paranormal stuff. How long ago did I first get into the paranormal? With Derek Akara. People have got to know who Derek Akara is. Anyway, he did a show called About 5. I was about 5-year-old when I got into it, was I? I've loved this genre for a long time, and I feel like it's a good fit. Mixed with my passion for the past 5 or 6 years of storytelling, stories, reading books, all that good stuff. Mixing them both together, I think this is the perfect storm for what I think is going to be something fantastic on this channel. You love Most Haunted. Yeah, it was a channel. It was a show called Most Haunted. And there was a guy called Derek Akara who used to act like he was possessed. It was ridiculous, but it was hilarious. I'm making a story too. Good luck on yours, Joseph. £2. Thank you so much, my dude. Thank you. I was about age 5. So that goes to show how long I've been into... In fact, I think I was into the horror genre before I got obsessed with wanting to join the Royal Marines. And I think my mum will vouch for me there as well. Because I didn't get obsessed with joining the Royal Marines until I was probably around 13 at push, probably 14. You should do more Mr. Bourne reactions if you like paranormal. Oh my god, I'm not doing any more reactions, okay? I'm gonna be doing stories. Stories. Anyway. I just joined what's with the title. Are you changing your name or something worse? I'll go over it again in a second because it seems like we've got new people in here. And then by the time I go over it that one last time, I'm going to call it a day. Most Haunted, Derek. You put Derek at Aura. Had a ghost called Sam that spoke to him. Yeah. Of course he did. Luke, you know that you will lose verification if you change your channel name. Yes, I do know that. I don't think I'm going to change the channel name. So, let me give a quick recap. We're going to watch this video, and then we're going to call it a day. Alright? Quick recap. I have run my course, and I've done my bit, and I'm happy ending military reaction videos. I'm done. I feel like I've covered this space enough. The expert reacts genre has been flooded so much, and I feel like I've had my time there. I've enjoyed it, and I'm done with it, and I'm okay with that. I feel like for gaming, for people worried about gaming, we're gonna bring that back somehow. I don't know how, but I will have gaming content at some point. But what's most important is I'm changing my videos from pretty much everyday reaction videos to once or twice a week storytelling videos where I basically tell a story, you know, from what I read online, or something that someone's told me, like basically a personal horror or military horror, which the first story I'll give you a little taster of is going to be fantastic. I'm going to be recording that video, scripting it, recording it, editing it, and putting it out once a week. And I genuinely feel like it's something I'm passionate about and something that I genuinely will really enjoy. You are in history as the OG Royal Reactor. Thank you, Gender. I appreciate that. So, for example, if you're wondering what type of content and what it'll look like, I've got a story coming up about a creepy horror story in Vietnam. There's a genuinely true story that, you know, there's multiple accounts of it. And I'm going to script my story of it, record it, edit it, make it look good, and push it out there. I've had a lot of influence on other YouTube channels that I really enjoy, that I feel like have influenced me in wanting to do this. A lot of SCP channels have influenced me a lot. You can probably say Mr. Ballin's influenced me a bit, but his is more storytelling for missing people horror, kind of. Mine's more military horror. And that's the direction I want to go. And I feel like I've run my course with what I'm doing. The military reactions, I've run my course. I've done everything I've wanted to accomplish in this space. And it's time for me to move from that type of content into something more personal, something that I really enjoy. Okay? Oh my god, Mo, I just saw your text. So that's the crack. Like this video, this live stream, if you're happy with that. We're gonna reminisce. Dan, if you're still in the chat. Mark, if you're still in the chat. We're gonna watch this. 1 second. What was that? We're gonna watch this video and reminisce about old times playing Warzone together. Which I don't know what I'm gonna do with the gaming content, but it's something I'm passionate about. And then we're gonna call it a day. Genuinely great video. This is the start of a new chapter. It's the end of an era. It's the end of Original Human as you know it. And it's the start of something more personal and more exciting, in my opinion.
I can't get it anyway.
But I hear shots over there.
Seriously, guys?
The hell is still up on the damn shit?
We've taken like 8 minutes to just go up and down this damn.
Am I playing with members in this video? I think I am.
I'm so sorry, streams.
The good old days. Dan, I know, mate.
Downed him.
The good old days, Dan. When we were so young. Youthful. You know? Not a care in the world. Not a bill to pay. Well, I had plenty of bills to pay. What a shot.
The most inactionable down we've ever had.
Followed you since Modern Warfare 2019 campaign playthrough, and I'm happy to see what you do next. Thank you, Ben. Genuinely, thank you. Look at all them books. Exactly. Look at all... Like, this is what I've been trying to tell people on the stream, is how much I am obsessed with reading and stories and storytelling. It's something that I'm very, very passionate about, and I have been for a very long time. And if I can move my passion into this channel, rather than something that's really taking its toll on my mindset, which is the whole military acts. Top 5 airplanes that are gonna destroy the world. US plane that goes 0 to 60 in a millionth of a second. Do you know what I mean? I missed the webcam stream background, actually. I do as well. I missed that style.
Dropped him, headshot, tail wipe. That shot, someone clipped that.
Name's Nico there. What a dude.
That was a
What a dude.
shot.
Come home to Manchester to visit me and Dad, and we can go ghost hunting. I don't think Dad will.
Oh, there's a vehicle coming. There's a vehicle coming.
Am I going to play Jedi Survivor? I'll be playing that on the Sword and Scabbard channel, actually. Yes, I will be playing that on the second channel. Boom. Team wipe like a boss. So, yeah, if you're interested in watching any Star Wars game, I'm playing on the Sword and Scabbard. So go over there. There's a link down below. Subscribe and all that good stuff. Okay? Back in the day.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Good night. On the right. You guys got this.
Whoa, where'd my weapon go?
Hold on.
This was our first dub.
Oh, I'm down.
Dan.
10. Oh yeah,
Yes! Go on!
That was the first dub on
Get in, lad.
Twitch.
I died because I dropped my
Amazing. Amazing.
I was shooting you. I was like,
Yeah, I miss Verdansk, Arthur McMorgan. I miss Verdansk as well. Fable playthrough on the Sword and Scabbard. Anything fantasy, Sword and Scabbard.
come on, mate.
Alright.
Out. They just got out. Go right past. Go right past. Ooh.
Jesus.
Say that.
God, I miss Verdansk.
Please, bitch.
Do you have a Discord only for members?
We got another pirate.
Obviously that is gonna change style as well with the style of channel that's coming up. Okay, if you've got any questions, in fact, while the rest of this video plays out, if you've got any questions about the new format of the channel, the new redesign and the new content, fire away right now. We're gonna do a good 5 minutes of Q&A right now about it. Okay. Will you carry on with reactions on the Sword and Scabbard or only gameplay? I actually might do some reactions on the Sword and Scabbard still. I might keep the reactions over there. That's a separate channel. That's a passion project for just fantasy. But we'll see where that goes, okay? Play some solos. Good luck, mate.
Is that you on the bottom left?
Me on the bottom left? What do you mean?
The picture of you in your
Yeah.
blues.
Yeah, that's me down there.
It is the better of two pictures of Luke in.
Wait. See me pointing there? Look at the old kettlebell tattoo. Gone now. We got Darth Vader. We got Darth Vader. Isn't that crazy? Get out of here.
It is the better of two pictures of Luke in uniform.
Yeah.
Remember the one that you first joined?
How far will the history of storytelling go?
He quit?
It depends on the context of the story. So if we have a story that shit, where's me?
Oh no, I'm in the gas.
What's happened?
If we have a story that fits, a horror story that fits in World War 1 and 2, or even further back in either Civil War era or something like that, a horror story, I will definitely talk about that 100%. I mean, the first video is going to be in Vietnam.
It doesn't count unless all 3 wins are on one stream.
So any questions, you should play Chivalry 2. That again, that'll be something over on the Sword and Scabbard channel. Again, if you got any last questions, pop them in the comment section. Why am I making it for members? Oh, it's been members only for ages. Been members only for ages.
Oh, you see him fall.
Alright, I did nothing. Oh, Steven?
Can you help me, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna guess that my stream cut out for a second and there's no questions, so we're gonna end the stream. So that's it, guys. That's it. That is it. What's your favorite Star Wars military? Rogue One is the best military Star Wars by a long shot. By a long shot. Hold on, what's happening? Mate, I'm not saying it again! I've said it like 3 or 4 times on the channel now. Are you going to play with an Ouija board? So, again, it's going to be more storytelling, so I'm not necessarily going to have, like, just regular, like, talking to the... Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to have a Ouija board and start doing it. Maybe we will for an experiment one day, but it's going to be more me telling stories, actual stories. Starfield. Probably won't play that on the channel. I'll probably play that on my own time. Will you ever make an airport video? What? What? Alright, guys, we're gonna end it there. It's been good. It's been good. Thank you, Gender. I love you, my dude. Can't wait for the new content. Have you ever played Ground Beach? No. Will you play Starfield on your other channel? Maybe. Maybe. Am I gonna make any airsoft videos? No. No. Who knows in the future, but again, storytelling. storytelling. The big one that everyone keeps asking is, am I going to still do gaming? And I think I'm going to fit that in somehow or some way. But for the most part, it's going to be storytelling. When will the first story get uploaded? I'm still working on it. What day is it? Wednesday. Be nice to aim for like a Sunday, wouldn't it? My plan is to have a schedule, right? So that people know when this video comes out, once a week or twice a week. I think what's going to happen is going to take me a few videos to get used to that new process of finding a story, scripting it, recording it, editing it, refining the thumbnail, publishing it. You know, it's going to take me a while to get used to that new method compared to reaction videos. So when I do start to, you know, slowly but surely get there, I think I'll have more of a schedule that will help a lot. There's a new SCP movie in the works. That's cool. That's cool. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. I love you all. It's the end of an era. I hope you get excited for what's to come. I genuinely do. And I hope... I know I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers from this. I think I will. But at the end of the day, it's something I'm really passionate about, and I genuinely feel it'll make the channel a better place in the future. And I feel like a lot of people originally came to this channel for the stories of military stories, SCP stories, Warhammer stories, all these different stories, and I feel like people are going to definitely resonate with me telling new stories. Are you keeping the channel name? Probably going to keep the channel name, I think. I've not decided yet, but I'm pretty sure I will. What's going to happen is you're going to see the shifting content first. This is kind of like the waves it's going to go out. You're going to see the shifted content first. Then you're going to see like a new banner, new logo, and all that good stuff eventually. But the priority right now is the content, right? I want to work on this content and really enjoy the process and get used to this new process. All right? Love you all. Genuinely love you all. Thank you for being here. End of an era. No more military reactions. I hope you like the content that comes in the near future because I'm genuinely passionate about it. And we'll see how it goes. Here's to the new chapter of Original Human. Take it easy.